the like button in the next 5 seconds and support the channel if you're excited for the burst AR to return in the future of Fortnite Battle Royale. Hey guys, it's postboxpat. Welcome to a brand new Fortnite Battle Royale video, and today we're going to be discussing the top 5 secret map changes in my opinion. Now before we get too far into this video, comment down below your top 5 map changes in the entire Fortnite storyline so far. There are some big ones, and the ones in today's video, in my opinion, have to be the top 5 from my point of view. However, before we get into the video, I just want to say, today's video is sponsored by Amino. Amino is an app which allows you to view a variety of different stories from a variety of different topics. In today's sponsored video, I'm just going to be showing you the Fortnite side of stuff, but there are so many different options for you guys to go and check out. The link is down below in the description and the comment section for you guys to go and click on. So let me show you guys what you can actually do on Amino. You can actually type into your topics here and type in Fortnite, and it will actually show you all of the latest Fortnite stories. For example, let's watch this story here on the best trailers in Fortnite Battle Royale. While you're at watching a story, you can also go and click the follow button. I highly recommend going to search up my profile on Amino, which is postboxpat, and you'll be able to hit the follow on me and help me out, because I'm going to be posting a bunch of content on there. I actually already posted a story on the top 5 locations that I land in Fortnite Season 9, which I highly recommend going to check out. But yeah, go and download Amino, the link is down below and in the comment section. So let's jump into this and start off with number 5. This one goes to the shack at Fatal Fields, which unfortunately the cube rolled over, which was a shame. However, the shack now is under reconstruction, which is really exciting, and you know, this one has to be probably one of my favorite ones overall, just because of the secrets behind this shack. A lot of people don't know that this was the shack that got crushed by the cube, and back then the cube had only been alive for a few days, and a lot of people were speculating other things. Myself, I thought it was just going to go straight to Loot Lake or straight to some of the ponds by Paradise Palms, but no, the cube went straight to Fatal Fields first, and then obviously went around the entire map before it got to Loot Lake. And we didn't really follow the cube that much. There isn't much footage out there of it actually crushing the shack, so it's really hard to find footage for, so I haven't really got much. But you can see the shack, and this was originally crushed by the cube at Fatal Fields, which is amazing stuff, and it has to just be one of the biggest Easter egg / secret map changes that we've had since the start of Fortnite Battle Royale, which is really cool. And if you're new around here, hit that subscribe button, because I know 60% of you watching aren't already subscribed. Anyway, let's jump on to number 4, which comes in at Softies. Now you're probably wondering, why on earth are you putting a food restaurant at number 4 for Softies? Well, it's because Softies just randomly appeared. There was no concept behind it or anything. Suddenly we were just walking around the map, and there it was, Softies, and it wiped out the original diner which was here, which was devastating for Paradise Palms and Paradise Palm fans like myself. I was really upset when the diner got wiped out, but yes, this did happen, and we now have Softies instead. So I guess Softies is a really cool restaurant, and it's probably better than the original diner, but it was a shame when this diner did get wiped out. However, Softies is really cool because obviously you can grab yourself ice cream from there. Well, you can't actually, but if you were in the Fortnite world, you could easily grab yourself some ice cream. So yeah, Softies for me comes in at number 4, just because of that unique feel it gives us. You can see here inside the restaurant, it's so detailed and so much effort has been put into this build. It definitely is worth landing at if you guys have got some spare time. And to be honest, I do think Softies is going to see an upgrade throughout the next few seasons or so. It's the same with the dumpling in Lucky Landing. I was about to say Paradise. In Lucky Landing, that needs an upgrade as well. These two restaurants are very far behind, especially with Neo Tilted and Neo obviously Retail. They're not the official names, but we have the Neo Burger and the Neo Pizza Pete, which are so advanced compared to the other food restaurants, and we can probably expect Paradise Palms and Lucky Landing to get a change in the next few seasons if there's not a new map already. We'll have to see. But yes, all this sort of stuff is going on, and it's pretty crazy. So, you know, Softies, you're number 4 for me. You're an awesome location. Alright, so number 3 was a pretty hard decision. I had a lot of different stuff to pick from, and I decided to go with the bunkers. Now there are 2 classic storyline videos out there about these bunkers. On my channel, I talked about how they could be related to all sorts of different skins, and I also talked about the concept on how the bunker potentially could come into play around Season 9 or Season 10. We're already at Season 9 right now, and it doesn't look like the bunker is going to come into play anytime soon, but these bunkers weren't added for no reason. We first got the original bunker, which was over at Wailing Woods, and then we got the newer bunker, which was over at the actual snow biome itself by Happy Hamlet. And then after that, we got the upgraded kind of overgrown bunker, which survived the volcano event. So obviously these bunkers have been in for a while, and Fortnite wouldn't just add these things for no reason. So the bunkers are definitely going to play a part at some point in the storyline, but when, we don't know. They've kind of died off at the minute. There isn't that much going around the bunkers. No one's really talked about them. But, you know, the secret bunkers are still out there, and they were a secret map change, which suddenly just got randomly added in back in Season 4, I think it was, the bunker, or maybe even Season 3. I can't remember the exact time the bunker appeared, because no one really followed it around there, and it was an original thing that got added in, and a lot of people were hyped about it and expecting a lot more from the bunker in the past. So, you know, pretty interesting stuff going on there, guys. I'm excited for it, and I hope you guys are too, because obviously the bunkers are going to do something. They just wouldn't be there, and especially with them having the iceberg one over by Happy Hamlet and the way we had to destroy that iceberg. I guess that was a test for the upcoming events. We'll have to just wait and see what these bunkers are actually going to do to the Fortnite storyline. No one really knows. I expect they're probably going to add something or take something away from the map, but who knows. It's so hyped for these, and you know, they've kind of not really been talked about really in the last 2 seasons since the last edition in Season 7, and a lot of users actually thought that the one at the mountain, I always call it the mountain but it's the volcano, was gone, but it is still there. You guys can see in the footage that I've been playing. Anyway, moving on to number 2. This one was a pretty hard one to decide. A few honorable mentions which I can talk about right now are the visitors and the villain bases. You know, we had the huge visitor stuff going on in Season 4, and we also had the villain base and the hero base. I think they were kind of map changes which not really people picked up on at all back in the day. I guess the villain base and the hero base were quite well known, but the visitor was a very secret thing that just suddenly came out of nowhere, and obviously it sparked the entire Fortnite like storyline the way we have it today anyway, because the visitor was the one that launched the rocket. So some exciting stuff there. That's an honorable mention, but that is not my number 2. Number 2 goes to Fatal Fields. Now Fatal Fields has the Halloween event, which was last Halloween, and I thought this was amazing. You know, Fatal Fields got completely redone for Halloween, and to be honest, not many people really picked up on it. I did do a few videos on it, and it was probably because, you know, Fatal Fields is my favorite location, but it was probably one of my favorite things to do because it was amazing. It was like a whole Halloween tour. I don't know if you guys did it. I'll put a little bit of gameplay on for you guys so you can see me touring it, but it was such a good place to go and visit and even just experience that feel of walking around this crazy Fatal Fields location. And the scarecrows, they were so scary. It has to be probably one of the best map changes that we had back in the day. I think it was around Season 6/7. It'd be Season 6 leading up to Season 7. So some exciting stuff around there, and definitely it's worth checking out if Fatal Fields gets that revamp again this Halloween. It would be worth landing at. The downside is I don't expect them to do it again, but they put a lot of effort into it. Like, there was so much there. There were spiders, ghosts. The whole place ran like a scare attraction, and that's what I really liked about it, and it was so exciting to see. I've been to a few scare attractions in the past, and this one was pretty cool, pretty scary. There was a lot of scary stuff. The teddy bears were everywhere. The Fatal Fields house was really freaky. It had a lot of teddy bears upside down with pumpkins on their head. It was like there was someone there kind of cursing these teddy bears and putting pumpkins on their head. It was pretty awesome. On the lines of teddy bears, another honourable mention, which if you guys can remember it, was the bunkers at Wailing Woods. Inside of these, we had a teddy bear just staring at a mirror. Pretty freaky one, you know, I really liked it. So let me know down below if you guys can remember that one. And also don't forget to comment your top 5 map changes before we get onto number 1, because number 1 is a pretty big one for me. This one again took a while for me to decide, but I decided it had to go to these because it's been going since Season 7. It's one of the best storylines we've had in Fortnite because it's probably one of the ones that not really many people realized at first, and I was like really the only one trying to push this idea of this, and it is the Stone People. So the Stone People themselves have made a huge stand in the Fortnite community. They survived Season 7, they survived the volcano, and then obviously Season 8 they were doing pretty well. They fell into the lava at the end of Season 8, and they've survived again and managed to build a family over by the mountain near the volcano in Season 9. So they've been going for 3 seasons. Hopefully they can last a little bit longer and maybe even go right to the end. Who knows when Fortnite will get a new map, but we'll have to wait and see how long these Stone People will survive. I'm digging for these Stone People. I think they can survive because they've survived lava, they've survived ice storms, and now they have a dog and a kid. Obviously that could change at any point. We don't know what could happen. These stone people could get destroyed, attacked. Who knows what could happen to the stone people? But for me, that is why the stone people go at number 1. They've had such an amazing storyline, and they've indicated a lot of stuff in the past. At first, we saw that the stone man himself was waving and pointing towards Polar Pete as if something was going to happen. And he was right. He told us and got it right. And then obviously, as time went on, we kind of got the warning between the male and the female version that Wailing Woods was being heated up. They were waving at each other and saying, hold on guys, it's getting pretty warm, we got to get out of here. They were warning each other, and boom, the volcano popped up in season 8, and then obviously they walked around the volcano. By the end of the season, they finally got to each other, gave each other a rose, and then suddenly the volcano erupted. So many people were sad, so many people were worried about what could happen to these people. Luckily enough, they did survive, and they managed to build a family over by the Lonely Lodge area. The cool thing about it is obviously we know that season 9's a few years into the future. They've obviously had their stone child and now a stone dog, which is coming along. So pretty cool stuff. I'm really excited to see what more is held within these stone people. Who knows? Could they be a skin eventually? Could they be maybe even a huge part of the Fortnite storyline? Could they be the saviors? Could they unlock the bunkers? That's why they go at number 1, because the mystery behind these people just keeps going every single season. They seem to be surviving pretty well, and unless they get destroyed by something major, that will definitely turn the pages for all of us out there. And I do think Fortnite could do something like that. We'd be watching a live event and suddenly this huge thing would fall out of the sky or come out of somewhere and wipe these stone people out, because a lot of people are starting to build attachment to these characters, and they're just some stone statues, and I've been building attachment to them since the start of season 7 when he was introduced, the first stone man, and now we have a whole family of them. So pretty exciting stuff. Let me know in the comment section down below what your top 5 map changes are. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. Huge shout out to Amino for sponsoring today's video. Thank you very much. Don't forget to go and download that. It is in the description and the comment section, and go and follow me over there. Don't forget to hit a like and comment and subscribe on today's video. And once again, this is postboxpat signing out.